Hello everyone, this is Savage Gaming A1 here, and I really wanted to talk about Mario Kart World's recent update about multiplayer and some changes that they made to some gameplay mechanics. Um, I'm not gonna get too into the details with it, but I do want to say like a broad general stance of the point of this video is the hope of being a Nintendo fan, or just the hope of Nintendo. As of this is being recorded, um, Doug Bowser has announced his retirement um, for Nintendo America. He was the president, and he announced his retirement on the 31st of 2025, and we have a lady and a man coming in to step in. I think for the same role. I think they're both roles. I think the male is I think he was the president of the Nintendo of Europe. I don't remember. I read an article on it not too long ago, but I honestly was really busy with college stuff, so I didn't really get to decipher through a lot of it. Anyway, let's talk about these changes and kind of the false hope that Nintendo is giving. Not false hope, but kind of the weird, like, uneasy feeling of hope here. So obviously Mario Kart World, when it first launched, it was fun, but then after a little while it showed its cracks, and there's a lot of, you know, stuff that people didn't like the intermissions and the transitioning from course to course. It's just a straight line, yada yada. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Besides that, I can't really put into words how cool this update that recently came out for Mario Kart World. It's very interesting. They nerfed a lot. They nerfed like two things and buffed a lot. Item boxes are a bit faster. Um, and there was, I think they nerfed like headbutts or head punching people or something like that. However, they also um, made it to where actual track 3 lap track maps actually are more presentable. Now, the footage you're seeing is not me playing those track maps. The footage you're seeing is me using my capture card for the first time, figuring out how it all works, and I'm just trying to play some free roam with the also new update to free roam showing where the P switches and peach medallions are, the ones that you've collected or that you have seen and are still in the area. Um, it's a little bit backwards because P switches that you have gotten are lit up with the time trial number under them, and then some, and the ones that you haven't gotten are grayed out and they don't have a time on them, which is cool. Nice to see that was there. Don't know why it wasn't there from the beginning, but it's cool that they finally added it. Um, I also think that most importantly, we are in a stance of Nintendo where they are listening, but they're not fully convinced. By this I mean, like, sure, we got Mario Kart World updated to where multiplayer is a lot more fun to play now. Things are balanced in a way, but what does this mean for other games? It doesn't mean anything, because if they can fix this and they can make it really good and make it really fun and enjoyable, that's amazing. But like, I don't expect Nintendo to do anything more than this. And by that let's just take the Nintendo Switch 2 software for example. Let's just YouTube on the Nintendo Switch 2 just does not work. The Switch 1 it worked perfectly fine. Switch 2 does not work. Don't know why, but that's something that kind of gets on my nerves because sometimes I want to watch YouTube on a handheld tablet, then because I don't have a handheld tablet, and sometimes my phone needs to. I need to have my phone ready for something else. So having a Switch there to help me watch YouTube is a lot better when I'm out on the go. Also, at the same time, um, I think that there could be a lot more they could do with the Switch 2, and with themes and more stuff like that. But like, bringing back the eShop music would be great. But the new presidents that came in that are coming in for Nintendo of America, um, the main one, the girl, she I think her name's Devin, something like, yes, somewhere around those lines. Her name's like Devin or something. Um, and it's so she came from the lawsuit and law firm area of Nintendo, and made her way over to sales and marketing, and then she became the president. Um, this is, I guess, a good and bad thing in a way. Nintendo has a really bad history with a lot of their lawsuits and legal team stuff, and their marketing and sales right now are an abysmal heap of trash. Because seriously, guys, $80 for Mario Kart, $20 for Donkey Kong DLC, $50 for Kirby Air Rider amiibos, increasing all amiibo prices by $5 to 20 to 19.99 to 20 USD. I mean, like, the list goes on and on. And yeah, sure, I might be complaining about amiibo or just the prices in general, but the thing is just like, it would be better if it just wasn't so harsh from Nintendo. Because Nintendo's always been like, oh, it's made for the family. The family can buy whatever they want. It's a family-owned system. Now it's not even about the family anymore. It's about just making the profit. And I mean, I get it from a business standpoint, but man, does it really show, and does it really hurt your long-term fans? Some long-term fans are going to be, still buying a lot of the stuff from Nintendo, like me. Like, I still buy some of the newer amiibos. I bought the camera, I bought the Pro controller, like, I bought all that stuff because this was like the first time I actually got to buy my own system. And I was like, yeah, you know what? This is gonna be my first system. And people were talking about, buyer's remorse for the Nintendo Switch 2. Do you have buyer's remorse? And honestly, I can personally say no. I quite enjoyed the Nintendo Switch 2 in the state that it's currently in, to an extent. There are things about it that I absolutely hate, but that's for a different video. Um, but back to the president, Nintendo of America's president, um, I expect her to basically do nothing. That's exactly what I expect it to have. I expect her to do almost exactly the same thing that Doug Bowser did, maybe with a couple extra things spread out then and there. But I'm expecting her to come out in the Nintendo Direct and introduce herself, move on, come out for a press release, move on, say one thing about the community, move on, and then disappear like Doug Bowser did. So I'm expecting the exact same thing from her, only because I've kind of lowered my expectations with this company's connection to the fans, and their anti-consumerism is out of this world. Um, but yeah, it's just I find it so hard to be a Nintendo fan nowadays, and especially when I've been a Nintendo fan for all my life, and seeing the company go from this great generation of the Wii to this cash grabby, give me nickel and dime me every single moment, waking, blink every breath that I take. I get nickel and dime for legitimately everything that they throw at me. I mean, at this point, you might as well just like invest into getting older stuff, because that stuff's gonna go up in price, and if you don't get it now, then you're never gonna get it in the future. And besides, yeah, I get it, it's old technology, but dude, like, some of the games that are out and that came out back then are way better than the games that they're putting out right now. Especially when the two main Nintendo Switch 2 titles are Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. One is $80 and one is $70. The $70 Donkey Kong Bonanza is totally justifiable. I believe it deserves Game of the Year. I absolutely love Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's so good. Mario Kart World, on the other hand, not worth $80. Probably worth a $60 game. Um, I put it on par with I put it on par with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, just slightly better because of the enhanced graphics. Some people can't even see the enhanced graphics, which then lowers the price down, but that's per customer per customer. But um, yeah, I find it so hard to just actually sit and look at Nintendo news and just be happy. Like, there legitimately isn't anything in the Nintendo news that I sit down and look at every day and go, yeah, that's pretty cool. Can't wait to do that. And I can't do that anymore because it's just now I have to go, do I really want that? Is this something that I'm really gonna play? Am I not gonna play it later down the line? So it's just, will it look good in my back catalog? It goes on and on. The questions go on forever, but um I just think that there's a given there's a push and pull to this kind of thing, and I think that many people can benefit from maybe the president of Nintendo America to do something with these sales prices. Maybe talk to Nintendo Japan about them. Maybe just figure out something for the fans. Maybe just be more be more connected. Be like what Reggie Fils-Aimé was. Just be connected. Be out there. You are Nintendo. You are a goofy family friendly company. Be goofy family friendly. You have these crazy whack characters. Please do something with them, especially your mascot, Super Mario. You gave him the almost the lamest 40th year anniversary um, announcements for game releases I've ever seen. Not only was the 35th one better and the 30th one better, it is actually so disrespectful to see Mario get I mean, we already knew there was another Mario movie coming. I feel like that should have gotten its own direct because that would have been way fitting. But like getting a trailer for it, okay, that's cool. Getting Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2 or Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 for $40 or $70 bundle is outrageous. All right, it's outrageous. And having to buy one game 3 times and the other one 2 times, not to mention the Wii U ports were I think 20 20 to $15. Um, yeah, it's unbelievable what they're doing nowadays, especially what they're doing in the Mario. I mean, Donkey Kong has gotten more limelight in the past 2 to 3 years than Mario has. I mean, literally, look at what Donkey Kong came out with Mario versus Donkey Kong, and then you get Donkey Kong Country Returns, Donkey Kong Country Returns Tropical Freeze, and then you get um, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I mean, like, I feel like Donkey Kong deserves it, like a new 3D game, that's great, but like at the same time, I'm like, where's Mario, dude? It's been almost, what, 8, 9 years since Odyssey came out, and this is what the Odyssey teams were working on. At first, when I first saw it, I was super disappointed that it wasn't Mario, but on the other hand, you know what? I can't be mad. I really do enjoy the game. It's it has a special charm to it, and I think it is a pretty good game. Pretty damn good. Yeah. But yeah. It's just kind of this. I have this false hope with Nintendo where it's like I really love what they're doing, but I don't want to stick. I don't want to stick around and blurt my flap my lips and talk about you know that they're all this holy great praise when they've obviously shown in recent months that this isn't Nintendo. Like, this isn't Nintendo that we used to know. This is the new corporate Nintendo that is quiet, business, money. It's not about the fans, it's not about the characters, it's about what is and isn't going to make them a lot of money, which I don't know why they need this so much money. They're a multi-million, billion-dollar company, so whatever. Um, Still, I just I find it so hard to have anything like that. Um, but yeah, this is kind of the first time I'm doing one of these videos like this, and it's kind of interesting because I never really gotten to do something like this before, using a capture card and an editing software. and whatnot. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.